Hello and welcome back to Factorio Space Exploration and Krastorio 2. Today we'll be finishing up the Biological Science Pack 1. And we only have a small build left here. So we're also going to be doing some other stuff later. We have a copper shortage on Novice. There's some other pressing issues there. So the build that we're looking for is going to be this. Gonna place this out here. This will then be the biological insight. Like so. You will output a blank data card or two. And we need the cold thermofluid here, which I happen to have up here. So I'm just gonna steal this. Apparently not there though. Let's go here. And then we need to take the 25-degree thermofluid out. We'll do that here. Now, we need to request biological catalog here. So we'll do that. Should be fine with this. And that should be the energy insight. Now the catalog itself, we are waiting for biomechanical, or not biomechanical, biochemical data. And you are waiting for biomass, and you're waiting for this gel. And you're waiting for biosludge. I'm gonna do 150. I didn't know cosmic water was a problem here. Let's do 200. It's only 50 per. Okay, that's gonna increase that a bit at least. We can release that. You're out of barrels. Let's do 200 barrels as well. I don't think this is a problem, really. It would help a lot with this. Anyway, let us take a look at Novice. Been spying a little bit on how this is going. We do have a decent chunk of extract here. But our spice production or our spice overflow is obviously way, way, way behind. Our biggest current problem is that copper is not doing well. This has been at a standstill for a while. We can actually just get rid of this. So I was looking, we have this really juicy 9.3 million copper thing right here. So my plan is that we are going to tap this and be very, very happy with getting all of that. Honestly, no, probably not yet. We still have trains of that other model. But soon. Very, very soon. We do have a very nice design here for miners, I think. Although, are we at the point where we want to have better miners is the question. Or not better miners, but better modules in the miners. These are 2s. Right, that reminds me, I did replace this. This should obviously be the second one. We don't have an excess of this, apparently. And then the third one. No, sorry. That was unnecessary. That was very unnecessary. This is gonna be module 4. And we'll do that. So now we can kind of keep track of how many of these we have here. In a slightly better way. Okay. So, we do have a lot of module 3s. I mean, you have 650 on the way. It's 8% productivity instead of 6. Okay, it's not that big of a deal, I think. Let's just keep with this one now. I think that covers all of it. We're gonna need a couple more roboports up here. Just to have that excellent coverage. We can delete that. And then we drag this all the way down. Okay, that's a little bit... Well, we'll do that. No. There we go. We'll put that in there as well. Okay. We'll drag this. We need 3 inputs. Like so. They should all be powered. This will be a copper provider. And this needs to be constructed as well. Can put this there. You go deliver that somewhere, please. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, whatever, dude. We'll live with that. For now. At least the guy is gonna go to the depot. So I can accept that. Did you go to the depot? Not really. But you are on the way. Okay, this is... Okay, whatever. Guess you're getting landfill or something. It's gonna revitalize our copper production a lot. How are we doing here? Oh. Well, that explains it. I mean, okay. We did have some at least. So we're getting a little bit of energy insight, which is great. Now this here, you are only lacking biomass. This is only lacking the biosludge. And now you're out of biomass. Okay. How's our biomass production on Novice? I mean, you're doing kind of fine, actually. Okay. I mean, yeah, as long as they're working, we're gonna have to add to that soon. Let's remove this tranium. Right, and you went there. Can you go somewhere else with that? Thank you. We'll remove that for now. And I don't know where that other train went. Not gonna lie. Number of trains with this training group. Really? Okay. You're heading to train deployment. You are waiting to unload. Yeah, so you're going there, which is fine. You'll do your thing. This is not exactly constructed yet, but we are getting there. It's gonna be 5 pretty stacked belts here of copper, I think. We do have a little bit here. It's the last thing we're waiting for. So let's start this process up and get our biological science packs out here. We actually need to have this as the correct thing as well. You know? We made 12 of those. think we need to request them as well. 200 of that. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. All is well. But all is also slow. It will take some time. Yeah, we do have that. We can remove this thing. And mining productivity 6 is gonna take some time. But that kind of aligns with what I want to do anyway. Because, so one of the problems that we're having right now, Vulcanite is being an absolutely slow pain in the somewhere. And I want to give Ogun the same treatment we gave Eostre here. I want to have this thing there. And I want to send rockets instead of the cannons. Speaking of things that I might want to fix. Do we have any loaders here? That's the question. We do. Okay. Oh no. Wait. Yeah, we are looking at that. Okay, we can do the same with this. Whatever then. Maybe we can get this to work a little bit faster, yeah? Big maybe. Let's see. The nugget is the interesting part. We've been doing 1.6k per minute. So we're definitely going slightly up here. Which is great. And I think the problem is still gonna be fuel and everything. And we're sending these not very frequently. But that's fine. That is indeed fine. Now, a question that I have that I don't have a good answer to is, do we want one of these for each planet? Because I feel like we're gonna have multiple outputs to the same planet, you know? We're gonna have multiple outputs from the same planet. What would we get from here? I mean, we do have Immersite, for example. We do have a decent amount of stone as well. And uranium. So I think we want to potentially have more loading stations here later. I think that makes sense. So I'm gonna build a separate one for Ogun here. We'll put that out there. Question is, can I just, with dignity, steal this? Alright, looks like it. Remove that. We're gonna have to fuck a little bit with landing pad name and then this thing here. It's not gonna be exactly the thing, but it's okay. These will all need to be constructed before I can actually do anything. And then we can put a loading station here as well. Now, I think rocket parts are gonna be a scarce commodity. Right now. Because we are not really able to send enough here either. Like, you don't have enough rocket parts. We have unsatisfied requests of rocket parts here with the quantity of we're about 100. Okay. So So we need to do something about this. Am I still packing those? Yeah, we've still been packing these. Right. We need to stop with that. Let's actually cargo. No, not that. We need to unpack. We need to unpack these. Please do your thing, my guys. We have 2,000 construction bots. I don't know what you guys are doing. Okay, this is not gonna be anything. That's gonna be default. I just need to pay attention here so they don't accidentally receive something. The most pressing thing, I think. Because I want to make sure. Okay. Did you actually get your thing or what? You did not get your thing. Do we have the thing in here? Okay, we do. Okay. Great. But you did get this, I think. Or something. So did we unpack all the things that we had? No. I think we're struggling with charging up here. It's the only explanation that I can think of. This is being real slow right now. Like, building this one requester chest shouldn't be that much of a deal, right? I do have them here. Okay. This is absolutely not going here. This is absolutely not going there. We are going to Ogun. and Ogun landing pad. This is going to be the receiving pad from Ogun. That's fine for now. Okay. I mean, so far so good. Now, if we take a look here, I'm wondering... this is where we transmit, right? Okay, so we are requesting quite a lot of both cargo sections and everything. Like this is 90, then it's 180. This is gonna be almost 2 full chests. Are we unable to satisfy the amount of... No, this looks pretty fine, actually. That looks pretty fine. Did you unpack everything now? No, I don't give a shit about this. I just want you to send this. I just want you to send that. Okay. So we'll stop packing those without any reason. Now we actually need to look at Ogun here. Right. Right, okay. The first thing that we actually probably want to do is remove this. That seems fairly reasonable. Now, we'll probably stop shooting all these kind of soon. On here, we actually made like a normal grid from our roboports here, like this. I don't know what we don't have. Kind of want to start new here. So we'll do that. This is a signal receiver. This is the signal transmitter. We take this we put that there instead. This is going to be we'll put it there so it has power. That might have been a reasonable kind of deal. We'll take the landing pad here as well. Unload that. With some storage. That's fine. If we can power it still. Which we can, I guess. We do have a couple of robots. I kinda liked this solution here that we have. So I want to replicate this here. And then we also had this. I can steal all of this, I think. We'll put it here. I think it's time we stop with these, yeah. We can stop with this as well. Let's get that done. We can get this as well. Okay. This receives from novice orbit which might be incorrect in this case. Or do we just send the Vulcanite there and deal with the train? It would be easier to send it to a landing pad on Novice. And at that point it would be Novice outbound that we want to read. Right? Wait, did we remove novice outbound as a thing? This is novice outbound. This should be reading the contents. Just surprised it's not getting any signals at all. Oh, something that we know we have something of on novice would be like copper plate. Why are you not getting anything? Well, that I can get that. Are you telling me that we have 0? No, we have 200,000 copper plate, my guy. Read network contents. Yeah. Novice outbound. Signal transmitter. Hello? Am I being fucking stupid or what? Is it the incorrect color? I think it is. I think it might be. Just that. Okay. Fucking thank you. So that's fine. Jesus Christ. I was like, why the hell is this not working like I wanted to? Okay. So we need to send a bunch of things here, yeah? Like, actually need to send a bunch of things here. This is not being built. Is it a storehouse? I don't remember. Let's go over here and check it out. Okay, hello, hello, hello. We're gonna plant these, and then it is a requester storehouse. Let's build that. You are not really ready to go yet. It's the most important stuff that I need there right now. To get this to work. I mean, the ghost requester and these. The ghost requester is definitely the most. Is that, yeah, we did do this here. We don't need a lot of bots on these planets. It's completely fine. It just takes some time when we need to deconstruct things with items in them. So you'll be sending those requests. after you get this, then you should be able to get that. Yeah. We can send a couple of these actually. Because why not? This is the thing that we need. Let's send that. I can't build the buffer warehouses here. And send some text plates. And this would be Ogun outbound, right? Yes. So I don't think you have any requests right now. But you will soon. Once this gets constructed. Specifically this one. So what I want to do then is we are replacing this. Right? Let's take that as well. Let's deconstruct that. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look here. Which color signal am I sending in here? I am sending green in here. That doesn't look correct. Not contents. Not contents. Okay, you just haven't constructed that yet, or what? That poor guy is still there. That poor guy is still there. Strangely enough, I mean, okay, you're not lacking enough of those, really. Okay, so probably want to do that. I mean, you can... I'm not super satisfied with this done. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, this here ain't it, I think. Because we're gonna clearly need to process a ton more. Right? We're gonna want to process a ton more, so... If we take... this... Let's place it... Let's place it here. Like, genuinely. Okay. Then we take... No, I don't think you're gonna take enough for that to be relevant. But we'll have an input here. And this is where the landing pad comes in. So you want to have a landing pad. Do you want to have a requester warehouse after that? Probably. So we'll have a landing pad. We're gonna take that out. And put it into the warehouse. Okay. And this will be vulcanite. This vulcanite and then we actually need this. Just to make this super clear, this will be vulcanite. So any vulcanite goes in here, any rocket parts or whatever bullshit goes somewhere else. Then this vulcanite goes into these. Which have a circuit condition that I'm not certain should be there, but we'll deal with it for now. It's gonna be the same as before, yeah? Somehow this has now lost power as well, which is not ideal. We'll just put one out there. Now, I probably also want to upgrade these modules, of which we barely have any. So we have to go over here. Okay, we have 20k here. Let's send that. Fuck that. Send it. Because Vulcanite is important. Okay, so these things are getting constructed. We're getting the Vulcanite in. This warehouse needs to be 2 things and 2 things only. So this will be crushed and enriched Vulcanite. Yes? And then this will just go into here. We will also have a very small amount of stone that comes out here. This stone I'll just take down here. So I don't care about that stone at all. Okay. So far, so good, kind of. And this here will be novice, Vulcanite request, I think. So when we go here, which you haven't built yet, but you are sending a bunch of good things there right now. Yeah, we're gonna have to just send this, I think. Just send it. Because ideally, I want to just get this to work. Work and be automated. So novice outbound. Now the problem with Vulcanite is that it stacks to 20. So what is 500 times 20? That's 10k, right? Yes, it's 10k. So this needs to be like 8k instead, which is fine. That's fine, that's fine. Okay, we didn't have those roboports saved in that blueprint. So let's extend this. It's fine. We're also gonna want to update this here, but we'll get to that soon. First, I want to get this other thing to like semi-work. So you are going to be sending to Novice Vulcanite request. So let's get 2 belts over here. So we do want to tap that Vulcanite. We have some in the system, which is good. And you're trying your best to fill this up with fuel. So did we unpack all the things yet? That's the question. Yes, we did. Thank you. Thank you for your service. We now have a ton of these, but I think potentially that's gonna just be fine. Okay, you're requesting a ton of shit here. That's fine. I do not care too much about that. Okay. We have so much materials on this. It is not even funny. Oh, that's waiting for target to be built. Interesting. Okay. So, when it comes to mining, I do think we probably want to reuse this. See how far that gets us. Obviously, this is going to be a little bit of a struggle when it comes to power, perhaps. But we're going to have to invest a little bit more in reasonable power here. So this is a 1-to-1 ratio, I guess. Yeah, it's about 1-to-1. So this is exactly 1-to-1. So we can replace these straight up. Interesting. We'll get... question is, do we just start like... here, I think. And go from there. That will be fine. Okay, we do have a bit there. We do not have these modules. How are we doing here, though? Okay, you are sending a couple of the modules, which is great. I don't know if I... oh, okay. This is doing well. I never did fix this. But I feel like we did alleviate some of this pressure. We were up on 12k and we're like doing 7, 8 now. So we did alleviate some of that. And this here is doing its thing. What are we lacking here? Catalog. Genetic data and biocombustion data. You are not getting your... okay. That's another mistake by me. So genetic data. Did I stop requesting that? Yes, I did. To get that started. Okay, that makes sense. All problems can be traced back to me. Pretty much. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We're not gonna be doing that. We have a bunch of that on the way. We'll be removing those now. Which is fine. This is 180 per minute. Before I do any more of this, I want to see that... I want to see what we can do with the modules, really. Okay, so how are we doing with that? They should be arriving here shortly. So we're gonna send that manually. Which is fine. This we can probably also... take... How are we doing with copper? I'm Assuming this is gonna be sleeping, yeah? And it is. $7,000 per minute. Not bad. We can already take those away. Some mining drills have no mineable resources. This one as well. Okay, yeah. But that still calculates it correctly, so that's good. Orbit. Okay, you are getting a ton of fuel here. I kind of want that. I kind of want that. And this also needs a ton of fuel. I have a sneaking suspicion that we might be running too much of a rocket part surplus, but we'll see. We might flood our system with that again. You guys are too far away, ICBA. We're just gonna send this to Ogun and Ogun landing pad, and that's gonna solve itself eventually. It's not a big deal, to be honest. Hopefully we sent enough modules to kind of solve that problem. Okay. There we go. We'll see when we get the modules here. We might not have enough. Did you get enough? Well, kind of. Okay, so this is 300 per minute. 300 per minute. That is not a lot. How much can we do on novice? Okay. Yeah, so 300 per minute. Not very impressive. So this is the current setup. I think we should be aiming for 6 probably. How did I do that on novice? Wait. Okay. I think we do that. We'll see how much mining we can do here, but I think we're pretty satisfied with this. It solves one of these at least. And then we're gonna have to give the same treatment to crushed holmite here. We're just gonna be building a couple of these roboports, and then we'll build a similar thing here that just sends the crushed holmite. But we need to do some more tweaks on Novice to get that working. Yeah. That's still pretty good. Let's send this before we end the episode, so we can see that the the novice part does what it's supposed to do. So get a bunch of rocket parts out here. We'll get a bunch of vulcanite as well. Question is, are you requesting that to here or to here? I think you're requesting it to here, to be honest. I mean, it's not. It's whatever. It's whatever. Back to the vulcanite. So this is doing its thing. You'll be reading that. You'll be doing this as normal. You are taking care of the stone. You are taking care of the sand. We have 87 of these. Definitely think we should be using them here. It doesn't make sense not to. Okay, so this actually is not enough. We are unable to... okay, that's fine. But I think I'm satisfied with the progress of today's episode. We did unlock this biological science pack after 203 hours and 21 minutes. I think that officially means we have done every single first step. There's only 2 Science Pack 1s left, and it's Deep Space Science Pack 1 and Advanced Science Pack 1. But all the initial stuff is done. I love how it's all the initial stuff is done, and we're 200 fucking hours into this playthrough. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. I hope you guys are as well. Anyway, that's going to be the end of this episode. If you like this content, consider subscribing to my channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and have a really nice day.